Previously.
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
So it continues.
Hiro. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds... What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you. How did you know about that? Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. Huh? When did Sakura tell you that? Oh, well, when she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note. She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura.
You got it all wrong!
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually...
The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
Don't look at me!
I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey,
sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Could it be the note? Huh? Quickly as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey,
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash. Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me, before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Pocket trash. Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should go find more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So where should I start? Yeah, where should we start? I don't know, maybe we'll go to the chem lab. Yeah, there's the chem lab. Shoot, I can't remember. There we go. That's the button to get that map open. So Byakuya is here.
What?
Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say... Yes, sir, I understand. What an arrogant piece of shit. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. It looks like their 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I'd better not leave a footprint. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? Looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled.
So in other words...
That's right. It could have only been around the time of the incident. If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Source of the powder. So, on this shelf looks like a bunch of chemicals that have no idea, I have no idea what they are. They are reagents. Put simply, they are used in experiments to bring about chemical reaction. Have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kinda harsh? What, you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world? The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. Oh, Byakuya, you little rapscallion. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now, I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with letter B and number. So I guess I can consider this part of shelving on unit section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. How about A? Because that's where there should be something missing. Let's see, what's on this shelf? There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from the shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of shelving unit section A. There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it here on accident? Okay. On this shelf. Dangerous chemicals. It looks like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on this shelf are blah, 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 blah. Section C. I should try looking, finding more about this here. This shelving unit. Lethal chemicals. Okay. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from section A. But what concerns me is that section A, there was a bottle with the label from section C. What was a bottle of poison from section C doing in section A? There's definitely something going on there. Chem lab shelf. First I have to check out this area. What else is there to check out? Oh, the footprints, of course. There are footprints? They are in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay. So I got to work and before long I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. So, how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. For me.
I see.
So, when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left those footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, then left. So that's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours? No.
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately. But with how clear these prints... If they are too big, that means that it most likely was actually Hinata, wasn't it? That's kind of worrisome. But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these prints are a valuable clue. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered in front of the shelf. There's also remains of the broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Footprints in the powder. I've already taken a good lap at the chem lab. Maybe I should go take another look around the chem rec room. Leave the area. Yes. This isn't the rec room. Let's take a look at...
Hey.
So Makoto, how is your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
I see, so along with Piekkö they are both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient, someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway.
Well, I've made some progress on my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines and the monokuma bottles. These three things have revealed new clues. You'd well to look them over one more time. Actually, let me take a look at Aoi. We already know who did it. This is the same thing. So, according to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body. Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure out anything. Well, yeah, I know, but don't you think you might need to actually examine the body? There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. Almost like she has done it before! Jesus Christ. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although, there are still some times. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you?
So...
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
Hey.
More importantly, look here. Her shoes?
Correct.
You'll see that yellow powder on her instep. Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is a clue number 1. Yellow powder.
Hey.
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
It's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. Just let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Kyoko's examination summary. I can't believe how she was able to learn all that by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. So, I think Kyoko said she'd found a clue involving monokuma bottles. Something new.
Hey.
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find out. Correlation. Hey Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is?
So...
I don't mind guiding you toward clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. It's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer. I do trust you to a degree. Otherwise I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Monokuma bottle has been updated in the truth bullet section. Actually, there's one other thing about the monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment.
Anyway...
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here either, so...
So then...
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I am gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I'd better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up... Sorry to keep you waiting.
So then,
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
in other words,
I got a scale from the chem lab. We are going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected and the one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. What do you want that to do that? Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we are done.
listen.
First, let's compare the weight of the two normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced,
In other words,
which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, nothing else could really affect the weight.
so then,
Now, here comes an important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they're balanced out, or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and
so
there.
then,
Then, let's give it a try. Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? How's that possible? Oh, perhaps because there were two bottles that were used in the murder.
I knew it.
Just as I thought.
In
What?
other words,
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together,
hey,
and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. Monokuma bottle experiment. Oh, bother. What was the other thing that... One more thing that I need
in
to look
other
at.
words. Hey,
The experiment showed that the pieces of the glass on the floor were heavier than the intact Monokuma bottle. And the bottles all have something in common. There's apparently an important secret hidden there. The locker's open and there's on the inside a handprint.
it's true.
That's the same thing.
Hey,
Alright, the magazines. Hugo said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Huh? This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back the way that put it back that way on accident?
hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up that inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is... On one of the pages near the center of the magazine, one word had been written in bold blood letters. It said Toko. Could this be dying message?
correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this...
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message.
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. Well, we know that Sakura didn't write that, because Sakura's hands are both clean, so it was probably the killer just to... it's most likely Byakuya this time around, and he's trying to frame Toko, I feel like. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of the others who might come looking. Hey, is that... It says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
forgive you.
Then it's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Magazine dying message has been added to the truth bullets section. It's time for the end of the investigation, I suppose.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay.
Well, this
then
is
let's
different.
begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Okay. It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Oh my goodness. Well, this is gonna be a good time to end this session of recording, so... Yeah. Yeah, so I'll see you in the next episode.